There has to be a purifying process, an alchemical process that takes those, and so we take them and put them into the fire and let them burn, let them purify, so that that steam, that purifying energy, can rise up to our full potential, which is our divine potential. And that's where the Christing comes in. Because see, our belief here is in God, indwelling, and then through the Christ, the Christing of our natures, the Christ and all that potential that comes through the Christ. We have the opportunity moment to moment to bring that in and down through us, burning through that fire, allowing the steam to rise, and then magically, believe it or not, the ego starts to serve. That's the serving. There's something that Carl Jung talked about. When two opposites meet, there is friction. And in that friction, there is a third force that emerges, and it's called the transcendent function. So when we have the opposites where the soul and the ego meet, there is a little battle going on. And oftentimes, unfortunately, the ego wins out because it's so difficult to just overcome that. A lot of times we don't know how, or we don't want to give it up. You know, it's become so much a part of it. It's our habits now. We don't know any better. So the ways we try to get rid of that is, I'm speaking for myself here, oh, you know what, I'll just take a nice bubble bath and light a candle and put on a meditation and just let it leave me. Well, I'm sorry, the bubble bath doesn't work with the ego. Or the candle. It takes more. It takes that meeting with the soul and the ego, doing battle in that struggle, but then having it become a dance. Through this fire, it becomes a dance, and the ego starts to dissolve. So this ego is serving us. That's what we want to do with this fire as it burns. And I love how both Dr. Stephen Isaac and Flower Newhouse, there's so many writings and articles and books that we have access to in our library here of how to keep this fire going and building that fire within us.